Hola. Alright. Let's see. Should I zoom in a little bit for some of the detail work?
Yeah.
Alright.
Enhance.
Trying. Hey, Ty. There we go. Hey, Doc. What's up? Grr, grr, grr.
Aiden.
Okay. Alright, so we're going to work on helmets and skulls, and I actually noticed that I had missed a skull in the fire. So actually, real quick, I'll take care of that. Jesus, when there's something right around that just makes a lot of noise. There we go.
Aiden.
What's that?
You hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay.
Okay. Hey, Lincoln.
Hey man, how's it going?
Good, how about you?
Pretty good.
Alright. Gonna do some rust gray over the fang on the Space Wolf helmet, and then just nice little light dry brush. Hopefully you guys can see everything well enough.
I mean, generally.
Alright. I actually cleaned out my paint cleaning pots, too. Yeah, considering that one was like a weird beige, just in general. Go. Just get a new paper towel for everything else. Okay, and then, you know what? I'm going to go with like a dark green for the eyepiece on the Space Wolf helmet. we'll go with wog flesh, and we'll see how that looks. And then we're going to go Blood Angel and Dark Angel for the other helmets, right?
I think so.
Good Lord. 110 consecutive streams, Ty?
I can quit anytime.
Well, yeah. You can quit whenever you want to, and you just don't want to.
I don't have a problem.
We're going to put the system on trial.
I excuse my parents.
Yep.
I know it was a pain in the ass when you were doing it, but I gotta say, those wings look great.
Oh,
Worth
yeah.
the effort.
Again, it's one of those, I'm proud of how they turned out, but yeah, towards the end there, I'm just kind of like, I want to be done with them.
What the hell is my life come to?
Yeah. All right. Now for the Butt Angel. We'll go with Mephiston Red to start on the helmet. Yeah, and Muse is not on tonight, so no raid from her. So, but we'll just keep sallying forth on our own accord, right?
Putzing around.
Yep.
Sorry,
Guys
someone
get all
working
the
on a
yard
wall
work done
today?
this week. And
What's that?
did you get all the yard work for old man done this weekend?
Yep, we did, and I need to just get the saws back to you then. Those work perfect.
Okay.
Oh, God! There we go.
Yeah, they were like max stats. It made the work much easier.
Yeah.
Yeah. That is why I
It's
possess them, because I like doing things the easy way.
Or like, you know, we could just quote unquote lose these on accident.
Nope.
Lose them into Masquerade.
Nope.
Or Masquerade.
First of all, he knows where my parents live. Second of all, no, I wouldn't do that to him.
No, they were epic. We made quick work. Like, we knocked everything out in like, what, 2 hours?
Yeah, 2.5 hours.
And we got paid in food. It was excellent.
Yep.
That's always some of the best payment.
Yep. Especially mom's food.
Make anything exciting?
What's that?
She make anything exciting for you guys?
Oh, a good breakfast casserole and coffee cake for the morning. And she offered to make us sandwiches, but like we were still like stuffed from breakfast. So we just kind of went out. Then I went to the Warhammer store. Missed my pre-order for the Space Wolves. But one of the other guys there, because my local Warhammer store, he said, well, I'm getting 8. You have to be here right at open in 2 weeks. And actually, one of the other guys there says, I will physically hold a box for you for about a half hour. It's like he will go in, he will pick it up, and he will hold it. So,
It's of them.
yep.
Excuse me, I'm so sorry.
No worries. Somehow we'll forgive you.
Have you guys seen that new Star Wars Tales of the Underworld?
Most of it I haven't finished. I think I have like an episode or 2 of it left. You watch it?
Yeah. I liked it.
Oh, yeah. I'm doing a little bit of warpstone glow on the eyes for the Space Wolf, just because I know it's all deactivated, but I still want it to kind of show what color the lenses would be.
Cool.
There we go. That's better.
That's more gooder.
More gooderist indeed. Okay.
Maybe even goodest.
Well, it is the
Most
gooderist. Alright, now we're going to do a dry brush of Wild Rider Red over the red of the Blood Angel helmet. Go. Okay, now some lead belcher on that.
Yeah, I was cleaning up this weekend and I ran across the old roommate's version of Blood Bowl.
Oh, okay.
and he had some paints that had been left in there.
Yeah.
But it was the old Citadel paints that the paint pots are kind of a octagonal shape.
Oh, those. Were they even any good still?
No, they
Nope.
were completely solid.
Yeah, those were like the worst of all the Citadel paint pots. Thank you, Ty. Yeah, because if they would just screw on, and if you didn't have like the screws cleaned completely, air would still get in, and then that would just kind of bunk up everything.
Yeah, they had been laying on their side, and it was just completely solid inside.
Yep.
There was one that seemed to be so good it was a wash. I'm trying to remember some sort of green wash.
I was gonna say which one, because
Thraka green.
Thraka green. Is it in like a little? Does it have like a black pop top?
Yep.
Okay. I think I still have a pot of that. Let me see. Otherwise, I'll take that. Unless you want to use it.
I just threw it in the inventory, so just...
Alright. Yeah, because I still have Betad Black, Delvin Mud, Ogren Flesh. Wow. Like a still pretty full pot of Ogren Flesh.
Yeah, that's what it looks like.
Yep. Don't think I did have a Thraka Green, or if I did, it went bad. Oh well.
Yeah, and I think there's definitely some chunks in there, but I took and threw it on my moixer and shook the piss out of it for a minute.
Alright.
It seemed like it was still liquid.
Yep. Shook it like he should be shaken.
Mm-hmm. Shook it like it owed me money.
Yep.
Cut it like a Polaroid.
Alright. Gonna go with the jeweler's glasses for the eyes just so I'm feeling a little bit more accurate.
Tie off the arm to avoid the heartbeat.
Not quite that bad. Definitely holding my breath, though. Okay. And so, Jan, do you know what lens color Dark Angels have for their helmets?
I think they're green and red, depending upon whatevs.
Okay. Yeah, here, let's see how well you guys can see. Yeah, the green is actually there in the lenses of the Blood Angel one. I don't know how well it's showing up for you guys or not.
to see
Yeah,
it.
it's a little on the finer details.
All right. Yeah. Let's add a squirt of water to this and moix it. Seeming a little thick.
The yuck.
Thick.
At least 3 C's.
At least 3.
Maybe even 4.
Yeah, we were 3 big C's and 1 little C. Oh yeah, and have you guys seen any like ads or whatnot for the ballerina?
I've seen a little bit. We already have our ticket spot for, is it next week or the week after?
Yeah, it's next week. Actually, Delayed Capture and I are kind of taking the day off from work, and we're probably going to go on a day date and go see it.
Nice. Yeah, I think we're going on the 7th. If I
Okay.
remember right.
That's it's set in the world of John Wick, right?
Yep, and he apparently makes an appearance in it too. So
Do you know where it takes place in like the timeline?
that I do not.
If I remember correctly, it's while he's still active before he gets out.
Oh,
If I
okay.
remember.
Okay, you know what? I think I know, because I know you said something about like dry brushing a metallic over the Kroot skull. I might go with this Canatep alloy because it looks kind of natural.
Cool.
So might as well give it a shot, right? Actually, that doesn't look too bad. I don't know how well you can tell it there.
Yeah, give it a little bit different sheen to it.
Yep. Okay. Gonna have to do a second coat of green over that.
Is the tie sleeping?
I'm awake.
Okay.
Okay.
We were hearing some similar noises to some of the times when you've been passed out.
Yeah. Yeah. I was kind of cluing myself in on that. Like, I thought I'm kind of asleep. I'm still debating. I want to see the live-action remake of How to Train Your Dragon.
My whole perspective on all of that is kind of, unless my kids want me to take them to it, I'm probably not gonna, because it just feels like a senseless cash grab.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I'm afraid of. I've been hearing crap about the Lilo and Stitch remake. Hello.
Hey, Doc.
Hello.
Hello, Dad.
Yeah, I'm kind of, okay, looks like it's red for that one. Sorry, looking at lens colors. Or, you know, what? I could just go to, like, the Warhammer site and just, look there.
No.
The official site? Nah.
Why would I fucking do that?
Sounds like silliness.
It does, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, look like it. God. Looks like it's red lenses for them as well. And I'm not even drinking or on anything.
Yinger.
Yinger, steer for early home, and this skidoo. Ye steer for business, and bork, bork, bork.
Little Swedish chef.
Yep, I might as well. If I'm going full derp, I might as well just derp it out hard. Herp so hard that you guys derp.
Mm-hmm.
Just, wait, my fire hurts me?
But it's my fire.
Yeah. And then me and the other Matt at the table just... Math left us hard. Like Sojan,
Wait,
Luma
what?
Luma, and one of our other buddies had to get out a calculator and show us what the answer
Math.
was. Yeah, and we just looked at each other and we're like, wow. And he's like, yep, Willie herped so hard we derped.
Badly planned fireball.
We were playing Dark Heresy, and he was playing a psyker, and his dream was to become possessed by a demon prince and kill the party. Like, every time he rolled Perils of the Warp, he just got that grin, and Sojan knows immediately what grin I'm talking about, too. When I had to roll on the Perils of the Warp chart, because there was always a chance that they just, like, a demon prince takes control of their body. It just says, a demon prince takes control of your body, your party is dead. Roll new characters. Like, there's not even a chance to fight it. Gabby Mole.
Castle appears, falls on you, party dies.
Yeah, pretty much. Well, I am working on my Bloodthirster and working on some of the trophies this particular one has collected, which includes a Dark Angel helmet, a Space Wolf helmet, a Black Templar, and a Blood Angel, and then Orc, Kroot, and then just various other Orc and human skulls from those who are worthy opponents. How are you doing tonight?
Yeah, I felt sorry for the MUD boys tonight.
Yeah?
I got off work and I was had run over to the Whole Foods, grabbed some stuff, and the street out in front, the water was bubbling up out of the street.
Oh, boy.
Main had blown.
That's not good. That's not good. But hey, you know what? At least the weather is decent.
Yeah, at least it's not freezing temperatures and they have to deal with that. That's always pretty crappy.
Yeah, it was one of those where it took me like half a minute to realize what was going on. It's like, man, there's a lot of water running down the street. Someone
Yep.
must really have some sprinklers going. Like, oh, no, geysers coming up out of the street. That's probably bad.
Yep.
That's the problem.
You see right there, that's your problem.
Mm-hmm. You see, yeah, your street isn't supposed to do that.
No.
All right. Okay, and then gonna tackle some of that. Now we'll go with Corvus Black and then paint the rest of that. Yep, make a bronze. Whew, be thankful you guys can't be here smelling what's coming out of my butt right now. Ooh. Man.
I am grateful.
You lunching scud, sir?
Okay, random 40k lore. anything in particular that you would like, Lincoln, or just go with whatever?
Whatever. It's your discretion tonight.
Okay. So, let's go with... You know what? Let's talk about the hero of the Imperium, Caiaphas Cain. So, Caiaphas...
Good buddy Jurgen.
Yeah, and his good buddy Jurgen. Not the lotion, just Jurgen. So he is a actually quite renowned. He's a well-renowned commissar who I'm trying to remember. He was with the Valhallans, which are basically like a winter regiment or winter-themed regiment. But he was known for quite a few of his heroic actions. But in his own memoirs, he has like debilitating imposter syndrome. Like he just keeps saying like, oh, well, you know, I was running away or trying not to be where the fighting was, but it turns out he went to where the fighting was the thickest. And, yeah, actually how he met up with Jurgen was the Tyranids were attacking, and he was running away from where, I think it was where there was 2 warriors coming after him, and the soldier next to him falls. And he's just like, haha, good. They'll get him first, and I can get a chance to run away. When all of a sudden, a Carnifex appears in front of him. And he's just like, well, I think I'm just going to press my luck with the warriors rather than the Carnifex. And he rushes back to Jurgen, and Jurgen's like, sir, I thought you left me to die. And he just go... And in the moment, he always said, like, the right thing. He's like, nonsense, I'd never leave a man behind. I came back for you. And, like, ended up, like, fighting the warriors with him and winning and escaping. And turns out later on, like, and he just has Jurgen with him because he has a Melta. And he kind of used that to kill one of the warriors as well. Well, turns out Jurgen is what is known as a blank, because they run into this Inquisitor's retinue, and the Psyker in the group just points in Jurgen's general direction and just says, you don't exist. And, yeah, the Inquisitor, named Amberly Vale, figured out that, oh, hey, Jurgen's a blank. And she actually then tells Caiaphas Cain, hey, you should probably keep him with you. He will be valuable against much stronger foes. So, basically, as his commissariat authority, he then assigns Jurgen to be his aide while he's in this battalion. And, like, yeah, at one point in one of the lore, like, they were fighting it wasn't a prince, was it? It was just some demon of Slaanesh.
No, but it was fairly high.
Yeah.
It wasn't like a low level.
Yeah, it was very much like if Cain would have been facing this on his own, he would have been obliterated toast. Like, not even burnt toast, not even, like, burnt to a crisp toast. Just, the toast would have ceased to have been. But with Jurgen
Toast
there...
is no more.
Yeah, Jurgen has a bubble that, like, nullifies any and all warp energy. So they're fighting this thing, and then Jurgen comes in close to, like, envelops the thing in its bubble. All of a sudden, it's vulnerable to everything. And they actually managed to kill it with the Melta, and I think Cain had his power sword at that time. Did he ever have a power sword, or did he always just have his chain sword?
I think he acquired a power sword at one point, but then he also had a plasma pistol, didn't he?
Yes, he did. So I think he used his plasma pistol, and then, yeah, between the plasma pistol shots and the Melta, they were actually able to kill this, basically like a demon prince of Slaanesh, and then banish it back to the warp. So, but yeah, like, and apparently, like, one of the side effects of being a null is like you are just like physically, like either people just go there's something off about you, or you're just disgusting. And Jurgen was disgusting. Like he had like bad psoriasis everywhere, acne, bad breath, dandruff. Yeah, like he was not, and bad body odor, and he was just not pleasant to be around. And actually, Kane kind of liked that because people would have to talk to Jurgen to talk to him, and people didn't want to talk to Jurgen, so then nobody would bother him.
My God, this Jurgen, he's like the Swiss Army knife of underling.
He is. He actually was, and like Kane was just kind of like, and there were a few times where he actually admits like I don't think I would have survived as long as I did without Jurgen.
Well, on top of it, he's actually like a really sound aide. Like he's always bringing them.
He always has tea for him.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, the Swiss Army knife of underlings.
Oh yeah, he was like and even then like even at sometimes Kane is just like I don't know how he does it. He's like he knows it can't be warp anything with the warp because he doesn't have warp properties. He was just really good at procuring. Yeah, wouldn't he just say that he procured something?
Yes.
And Kane is just like, I'm not going to ask. The less I know, the less I know, I don't have to incriminate him or write him up or maybe execute him, being a commissar. So, to which, actually, Kane, he used his commissarial authority quite well, but he used the threat of execution, but he actually never executed anyone under his command. Or at least, I think he actually had to do some executions, but it was like one of those where it's just like, oh, no, you are just flat out a traitor. But like, none of those like cowardice in the line of duty. Like he would actually just kind of look at them, give them the dad look, clear his throat, and they would go back to doing what they should be doing.
Yeah, wasn't there one where he's like, I should really shoot you for being a terrible, terrible person. And then he was like sitting there contemplating, and then like someone else did it for him.
Yeah.
Like Amberley Vale or something
Yeah,
like that.
or like one of like the colonels in the under his in the regiment did it then. Yeah, it was someone like that, and he's just kind of like, all right, well, I didn't have to do it. Okay, you know what? I'm gonna do Warp Lock Bronze on this idol first. And I'm pretty sure we've gone over 5 minutes anyways.
Yeah, but it's Seafa's Kane.
Yeah. Yeah, and at one point, like, for some reason he got attached to a Space Marine squad, or he was, like, traveling with them. When he was going against Necrons, because, yeah, he always seemed to run against Necrons and Tyranids and Orcs. Like, those were, like, the 3 main things he always was seeming to fight against. And the smattering of chaos. But when he was going against Necrons, they have Gauss weaponry. Well, Gauss weaponry just disintegrates flesh. Turns out it doesn't hurt when it happens. Just you don't feel it anymore. So he lost part of his right hand. Like actually, like the first what was it? Was like the first 2 fingers and his thumb on his right hand.
For whatever reason, I was thinking it was like the pinky and the ring finger.
Well, because I remember he tried to aim his plasma pistol at them, and he brought his hand up, and he's just like, like he had part of the handle of the pistol, and like the gun was no longer there, and so was like part of his hand. But again, I could be. I mean, it's been a while since I've read those, so.
Yeah, me also. Like I said, for whatever reason, I was thinking it was the pinky and the ring finger, and then the handle was gone after that.
Yeah. But yeah, like he even just kind of looked at his hand in puzzlement, and then like he was just like, well, I'm gonna die, and then like the space marine with him like killed the Necron warrior then.
trying to remember. Was it him that they ended up in an orc truck and they were driving it and they're like, I don't know how I'm driving this thing, but sure.
No, I think that was Gaunt's ghost, and that was Gaunt and Ron when when they were at the peak of wanting to kill each other, but they're just like, we need to get out of here. And yeah, how the brake was more like just a metal rod that you just pushed
Jammed
down
in
and jammed into the earth, and it would slow you down somehow.
If there's not an engine in here, there's just a piece of paper that says vroom.
Yeah.
Stupid orcs.
You know what? We're just gonna run with it. Yeah. Orcs. The soccer hooligans of the 40K universe.
I love how crude it is.
Yeah. And I still like everyone's headcanon how Commissar Yarrick got killed by Angron, and now Gaskell is on the warpath to kill Angron because he killed Yarrick, which was his the best adversary he ever had. You're willing to die over a mortal? One of us is gonna die.
If you whip up enough orcs and be angry like that, they'll do it.
Yep.
It might not be quick, but it'll get done.
Yep.
It's like, how are you doing damage to me? We believe.
This is a right good scrap, that's what it is.
Or he's gonna fight the Sparky Boys.
Yeah. We heard this Angron here killed old Bailey. Well, we didn't get to kill him, so we's gonna go kill him.
I still like the previous headcanon, though, before they had retconned it to where he had died, was that Yarrick was now immortal because of the orcs.
Yeah, because the orcs believe he couldn't be killed, so he couldn't die.
I think I prefer that. That's better.
Yeah.
Well, and there's no actual proof that Yarrick died. They just randomly said that he did.
Yeah. And honestly, like, they even admit, well, the warp is weird. And just kind of left it at that.
Yeah. We might want to bring him back later. We haven't decided yet.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
The orcs regenerate him by believing.
Yeah. I mean, that's about spot on. Alright, I guess I should probably paint the rocks that all the skulls are on, shouldn't I?
Skull Rock Island.
Yep. Okay.
It would make it look nicer.
Yeah, it would. So we're gonna go with Ashen Gray to start. Alrighty.
you see that the Wheel of Time TV series has been canceled?
Mm-hmm. I was wondering how long it was going to be.
Yeah. I was like the book series, going to wait to see how it came out to decide if I wanted to finish it or not. And guess I don't have to worry about that anymore.
I watched the first season and had to stop.
Yeah.
It's not a good sign.
It just diverged too much.
Mm.
It's not that the show was bad. It was just you literally have one of the most verbose authors out there that would literally tell you every blade of grass that was going on at that point in time,
Mm-hmm.
and you can't follow the book.
Well, I think that might be part of the problem, though. Told you about every single blade of grass. You have to decide what you're going to talk about and what you're not going to talk about.
But no, like, you can. I get that. I get that you don't want to do everything.
Right?
But when you just straight up take a left turn and go this direction, and
Right.
just like completely ignore all of the setup stuff, that's where it gets annoying.
I see.
Because I mean that's the problem with trying to translate any book to a show. You don't have enough. You don't have enough TV time to make the whole story onto the screen.
Yeah.
So you have to delete some stuff, but it's just generally following the same path. And I read The Wheel of Time a lot, so
Yeah, I know you did.
Yeah, and I'm sure you're kind of like me with like some books where you can understand like where they diverge at some points, or would change a little something here and there just to make it easier to show on film. But yeah, then like some other choices.
mm-hmm.
I mean, and I haven't watched the Wheel of Time series, nor have I read the books. But again, like in similar threads, like with like some of the stuff they did with Dune, like overall, I love it. But I can see why they changed some stuff, but I'm not too happy that they changed some other stuff.
Yeah, I know. Like some of the stuff that they'll translate is like make it more palatable for today's people as
Yeah.
compared to when it was written.
Yeah.
Like I get a little bit of that type of stuff, and then like translating to make it fit and how they can actually do something. Like I know, like the original Dune, there was some stuff where they changed it because it was like we physically can't do that with the technology that we have.
Yep.
We can't graphically make it. We can't have people in prosthetics do it. So we're just gonna do this and call it that.
Yeah, like anytime with the Guild Navigators, like he kind of never gave like a really good description of them, so it's always just kind of like, well, what are they gonna do with them?
Yeah.
Or, but like the one that I kind of like, part of me understands, but part of me didn't like it was the whole time jump in the original Dune. When it should have like been like, oh, Paul's been fighting and everything and leading most of the Fremen for like 5 years. And just being a menace and training all of the other Fremen like in the ways of the Bene Gesserit and like with all the other training that he got with like Gurney Halleck and with Duncan Idaho.
Mm-hmm.
And just making already awesome fighters just better. So instead of like, oh hey, one wacky summer and then I took back over. So but it just sounds like that just means they're going to have to do a bigger time jump from the where Doom Part 2 ended if they're going into Messiah to have Alia be old enough as she is in Dune Messiah.
Yeah, since they jumped over her being able to age.
Or yeah, just jumped over her just being born, because yeah, she was supposed to be like 5 by the time of the end of the book.
Yeah.
Okay, got all those done. Now, yeah, I am gonna dry brush the stone because I'm like, oh, you could pick out the details with the brush with Dawnstone, but I'm just kind of like,
Meh.
yeah, it's rock, and like I'm probably gonna have a little bit of a glow effect on it too. So why bother with that?
Consume lava.
Yep,
Magma.
yep. I think we're losing Ty now.
Seems we have losing needful. All right.
All right. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Sleep well, Sleeping Beauty.
Yeah. Good night, sweet prince. All right, get this last rock. Maybe we'll just finish up the rocks and call it a night. Okay. There we go. Good stopping point.
All right.
Alright, yeah. Feeling pretty good about, like, the trophies and the stones now. So, I don't know how well it shows up for you guys.
Yeah, it's looking really good.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
So.
Yeah, finishing the rocks has really made the helmets pop.
Yeah, it did. I mean, they look about the same as they did before, but now it's just consistent colors.
Mm-hmm.
So. Yeah. Otherwise, yeah, I don't know too much else, honestly. So, yeah, probably calling a night here. I will be on Monday. At least no holiday coming up or any, barring any unforeseen circumstances. So, yeah. Yeah. Anything else you guys can think of?
Nope.
All right.
Nope.
Sweet. Well, then we will call it a night. I bid you all farewell. And just remember, between now and then, to keep on painting.